High water signs. I hope that you're doing well today. Today is Thursday, November the 14th. It's 4:42 p.m. Central Standard Time in Kansas City, Missouri. And so I'm still here in this hotel room. I paid for yesterday. 2 people came in and helped me pay for yesterday. This morning I went down, had to pay for yesterday. And so I still owe for shelter for today. And one person came forward today and has given $30. I owe $60 today. Normally it's $57 and some change for me to stay alive with this shelter over my head here in this place where I'm stranded. But I had to pay a late fee this morning for yesterday. And those of you who have come in to help me and you know about this criminal that I'm dealing with, I appreciate you so very much. You will not be forgotten once this thing is being wrapped up. God Almighty is a God of justice. And so I'm planning on having a great big party once this thing comes to an end. Once this thing comes to an end, everything has an ending, like God says. If you're able to help me in any way, shape, or form, I'm in a dire emergency. I trust that the people of the Most High God, who has the true light on the inside and does what our duty is in the earth to relieve yokes and bondages, will come forward. I need more than just a day. And so if it is in your power to network for me in any way, shape, or form, I always come up in here and tell you what I have received and all that kind of stuff. And I'm at the mercy of people taking care of me. Nobody should know my finances, but I've been put in this place. And so if you're able to help in any way, shape, or form, my PayPal is ShannanEHensley, Shah, and Shannon spelt with an O, and Shah is at the end of my whole name. In the Cash App, you can spell my name either, it's just ShannanEHensley, nothing at the end or at the beginning of my name for Cash App. But you can spell in the Cash App with an O or an A in my name, and it'll work. But for the PayPal, it's ShannanEHensley Shah, and my name's spelled with an O directly there in PayPal. And it's a vital emergency because I really need to go down and pay for today. And Shabbat's coming, and I don't know if you may not even know what that is, but it's God's day of rest, and He commands us to rest. And so I keep all 10 of the commandments with the Most High God, and somebody's deliberately doing this to me. And so if anybody's able to help, it's an emergency, folks. It really is an emergency. And thank you very much. My information is down below, and it'll be a white box with my information there on both my Cash App and my PayPal, so that you know what I'm talking about, and it'll show exactly what I just said about my name. All right, we're going to take some cards here and see what the Most High wants you to know, folks, for the next 24 hours. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. We just keep on keeping on, regardless what the trial is, folks. We just, we allow the Most High just to make us warriors in this realm, and be what we're supposed to be for all uprightness, and kick the devil in his face, man. If you're new, I look at a lot of crime because I'm dealing with it firsthand and stuff like that. And so I get really sharp. I will rebuke a thing, okay? And I want to know when I'm in error in any way, shape, or form, so that I can fix it. And so it's very vital that we get out of error, and it's just good for us to let the Most High just bring truth to us. And whether you're going to accept truth or not, I don't know. If you don't like the truth, I'm just asking for you to leave. I'm looking for people who will take, God says that upright people will take commandment, and it comes from God, and He's the one that lays down the law of what truth is and stuff like that. And so anyway, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. But if you're willing to turn, then I bless you, and you're welcomed here and to learn and all that kind of stuff. But I get pretty sharp with some stuff sometimes. Okay, so somebody's in anxiety out here because somebody got secrets up here. Let me take this last deck here. So as I was talking to you, the mice jumped out with the fox, and I just put it back in the deck, and then the mice jumped out again. And so either this is you or somebody's around you. There's a group of people here involved in some stuff. Let me just establish, I have freedom of speech. I have rights in the universe, and I speak for my rights. And nobody has any kind of control over Shannon Hensley. This platform is my platform. It does not belong to some person that tries to imitate anything in any way, shape, or form. You are under a judgment of the Almighty God. You're going to get off of my things. You're going to leave me alone. You're going to release right now, because Jehovah Elohim, he's the one who sits on the throne. Anything that you have taken from me or anybody else in society, and then you think you could stand in the way of something, you're going to pay a big price. Do I make myself clear in the name of Jehovah? Get out of my way, devil. I have rights. And I deserve to have some shelter and some groceries and my vehicle fixed that's been messed with, and to go in and out of this hotel room and to live my life. So so at the bottom of the deck, which is the card I take after I shuffle, there's thievery that's been here for collective energy. And let me just tell you what God Almighty says. Folks, and those of you who've been thieved on and you fear God and you understand that stuff brings a curse. Somebody's fixing to get a curse sent into their house for thieving on you, and it will abide there. And my prayer is, if they don't return it to you and I, to find some type of grace and forgiveness, if they will not do what's right. My prayer, like I always say, and this is very dramatic, but I mean what I say. Some way, somehow, something happened to you within this curse that God says enters into the thief's house that will amputate your freaking fingers off, and that you will never be able to touch another person's things ever again. That you're so humiliated when you got to go to the bathroom, you've got to call somebody in there to get you cleaned up. And people ask you, what happened to your hands? Well, I was a thief. And you be shamed for the rest of your life. You have no right to put your hands on other people's things. And somebody is a thief out here. There's 3 mice out here that's going to go into a trap. The purple ice cream cone. So hey, rice, how you doing? Is it purple rice? Sure it is. Anyway, so the purple goes to your crown chakras. This is about thinking. If somebody is thinking about thieving, you're in trouble. God's revealing it then. If you already did, somebody's already thinking about whatever this is about. And this is anxiety and stuff. And so you should have some anxiety on you. Either make it right or you got a curse coming to you. This ice stuff is death matters for some of you all. Somebody has died out here. And the 8th house goes back to ice. And that's why I'm bringing that in out here. There's royalty energy out here with the color purple as well. I had the King of England specifically come out today, and I think that he is, I had Cancer come out twice, once last night and today, and I don't know what's going on in the news, if he's still living or whatever. I don't know anything about anybody's heart or anything, but that connection was there. I think he does have cancer, and he was out there today in wording. The King of England was there, and a governor energy was also there today as well. So whatever that's about, we just send, prayers to all leadership in the earth, and hopefully people in upright places are turning to God. And if they don't, then God just says he'll knock people down to the dust. So I don't really know. But we're supposed to pray for leadership. But anyway, there's something about royal energy that is out here. And so I sometimes I do pick up on their energy. Sometimes we'll have the Queen Consort come out as well. We have the veil. And a veil, so somebody's wife is out here. The preacher's wife has come out before. But actually what came out today was a housewife that came out on my Instagram reading. And so a veil, you don't see everything either, and a veil can take you back to your flesh as well. And somebody's in this fleshly mode of thievery, got sticky fingers on some stuff where it says what a bunch of wealth is here. Okay, there's a bunch of people talking around you all, or you're a part of this, or there's at least 3 people in a group that's lying, thieving, cheating, something, or something like that. Sorry about these cards, are just old. Let's see what this is about out here. So what do you want to bring out here about this, Most High? Give me just a second. What did I do to this? Somebody is in anxiety. Well, anyway, if somebody is feeling remorseful, all you can do to get some grace, folks, is to confess it to God and to leave that stuff. The word ignorance came out today. I mean, obviously people should know that thievery is crazy. But anyway, people training up their kids to be crazy like that as well. And so then you got people think this is just my way of life. And we got a lot of ignorant people out there that are involved in some real deadly sins. But God says to warn and give some truth so that you can turn from it and not die in it. But that's up to you if you can't get something under control. I don't really know, but people are destroyed for lack of knowledge and some stuff, and you need to know somebody's a thief around y'all, or somebody's wife is, okay? But there's 3 rats here, and again, rats go into traps, and God brought out the word on the Instagram that those who trap shall be trapped. So you're not going to get away with it. There's a bunch of money out here around some stuff. Show me some more information. So a veil goes to secrets. A veil can also trace you back to a perversion, and God's already brought perversion out a couple different times today. It's perverted for anybody to not be in the truth, just in whatever it is. A perversion's a perversion. What are you going to bring out here, please? So so that's King England. It is coming out real strong. Then that is here to just look at it that way, because he just came out in wording. So anyway, otherwise there's a work matter and somebody's thieving at their work with co-workers attached to something, or something about your dad or your husband is here, or something with your wife. Now I will say in the Instagram reading it said that somebody's married and somebody's spouse, whether it's a husband or wife, I don't know, somebody's spouse is having same sex outside of their marriage and the spouse don't know about it. But God does, and he's warning somebody because they're crawling in bed with you with the same sex. And if you need to know about that, especially if there's some type of disease that could come out of that for you. So the Emperor is up here. Just in general, somebody's got a work matter. There's thievery and lies going on, cheating on something out here. Show me more information, please. There's stubbornness here. It's because the Emperor energy is here. So being stuck. So I would say this word goes back to going back and forth, back and forth. Somebody going back and forth about something because somebody got anxiety on something out here in the next 24 hours around you. This stuck, either you are seeing from a different perspective, you're going to open or shut a door on something. Somebody's name could be Dale, Jill, Jade is a color. And so there's obviously warlike energies out here, and that's why somebody's got some type of stupidness going on around some matter. Then so be it. A judge is out here. This word goes to a judge. This word goes to ending something. If you're new, I just read a lot different. Hidden language here in the tarot, and I read a lot by it. So there is something out here around some type of a judgment because God said so. Somebody's returning. So if you look, this is a pictograph of the sperm, and the 9th house goes back to the husband. And so somebody's husband's here, or somebody's wife's doing something around a matter at work with somebody else's husband. Could be read that way. There's a returning energy. Or somebody works also somewhere and they're constantly in and out the boss's office. Because that word back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then somebody's got something that they're back and forth around the office for. They're veiling why they're there. It's because there's thievery going on. Somebody's home or workplace or something like that. But there is something sexual out here as well. So there's the Queen of Swords. Somebody could still be doing something with their ex as well. If she's upright, because King of Swords was also in the Instagram reading. If she's upright, I love her energy. She would know somebody prideful is around something out here. She'd just be a matter of fact, and that's just that. She'd tell the truth about something. She wouldn't lie. In the reverse of her energies, she's a freaking psychopath. And she lies about anything and everything. She thinks she's brilliant in the way she's doing some type of stupid stuff out here. And she's an idiot. And she's crazy in the negative of this energy. Somebody is, that's what's underneath her. Same card as here. It's the mice card in this deck. A lot of anxiety around you all in the next 24 hours. And there's people talking, weighing pros and cons to do something or not. In a judgment, that's a judgment card. So those of you who have a legal matter, because the court was there in the Instagram, And then God had my hand find a card that said about being a false witness. And so there's perjury around something, or somebody's wanting you to, or somebody did it. And they did it for money, or they're trying to do something for money out here with it. And there's choices going on. And look, there's abomination out here. That's in the reverse. And there, that's also in the reverse. I didn't even use these cards. But these two cards were, I think these two exact cards were inside of the Instagram reading. There was a pig that was coming out of the cup with the Page of Cups. But that's a seducer. If somebody who's trying to come back around somebody's husband to seduce something, then they are. Then something, it's perverted, though. So for some of you all, I don't know who I'm talking to, but for some of y'all, there's somebody same sexing somebody, and somebody's married out here. So whoever it is doing some type of something, but this is like, I'm sorry, but they're not. That's a seducing thing, and this is abomination if the scales aren't even. This is being biased to something as well. The word pistol is out here, and so obviously we got the law then that way with this. There's something abominable going on. God's being very precise on something out here. The D and the CK, either somebody's name is Dick, but that's something sexual is out here. And there's oral sex. Look, we're all adults, and God sees it anyway. And He's judging something with this stuff going on out here. With something with this dead energy attached to a matter. If somebody can go to jail for something, just in general, then there's jail out here. And somebody thinks they're going to get out of it because I'm going to go and I'm going to do something sexual with somebody to get out of this little thing that I got caught up in. Then there is something intimate going on around a matter out here, and it's nasty, then energy, and it's perverse, because God's kept saying today there's perverseness around some stuff. You're the seed of Satan that God said was there. Whoever this is about, why are all these people involved in it? So either all these people are involved in some perverseness, or they know about a perverseness and is perceiving something with it and talking about a matter. But there is a judgment out here. Somebody got catfish accounts attached to some things going on. And so a school energy came out today. This goes back to some type of school bell energy, or some type of a bell. You know, the other day I did a reading, and the picture of bells were there, and then the word chime was there as well. So, and we're dealing with accounts and things like that. That's also some type of a banking thing as well. And so those of you may have chime accounts or something, just to bring it out that way, but the bells are coming out again, or school bell energy is out here attached to something, or you need to listen, because bells is something that you hear. There is conversations going on with a bunch of people talking. And so you either got three little rats that need to go in traps and go to freaking jail, and they're willing to do something perverse out here to get something to go their way, and some lying nasty thing. And if you and your friends are upright, you need to do something that's upright out here, folks, because the Most High says that if you and I don't put a judgment on something real quick, then it's set down in people's hearts to go do wickedness. This is wicked out here. Something wicked out here. A divorce situation is going on. Well, the ex is out here, so this is your ex-wife. If somebody's trying to get a court thing to go their way in the divorce, then they're willing to be nasty out here around something. If they're using the kid to be some type of lie to dad or something, just in general around this court matter, you're going to be in trouble. If they're trying to use a kid to get up on the stand for perjury, you set your own kid up for a death. You do. I'm not going to get into it. I've already talked about it and why that happens. But you're playing your kid against the other parent. That's a violation of God's law. Because long life comes to you and I when we honor our parents. If somebody's playing a kid against the other parent or somebody for a legal matter out here, ain't gonna be, if you really love your kid, you wouldn't do that if you had some sense. Somebody don't have no sense out here. They got brain freeze out here on something going on. Somebody wants to get something to go their way, where they did. There it is. They're going into a trap. They're mice going traps. There's 3 of them here. 3 people 3 family members, 3 kids situation. There's child support situations out here for some of y'all, so be it. Something really big was being suggested about the water that was there as well. Somebody's fixing to speak in the next 24 hours, folks, but it's backwards, and it's around some type of legal thing. It's abominable, it's biased, or they want you to, and it's real sweet talk. It's real sweet talk with the Page of Cups in the reverse. It's so sweet. Everybody likes ice cream, right? It's going to be that sweet, but it's going to brain freeze you if you give into this nonsense, because they're veiling something, just in general energy, for things to be read different ways. Something about a love situation. Well, anyway, it's a divorce situation, I guess. There will be a harsh judgment take place on something out here. A harsh one. Most High says that you need to return to your family and to forgive. If this was past energy, somebody's very much in their emotions, and they got a lot of anxiety about some type of situation that needs to be healed. And so if your family is dealing with something that happened around a divorce situation, then they're all sitting around talking, and hopefully if you're upright and you're taking the word of God, not to turn from your family on some stuff, you got information, somebody's done something in your family, then they're talking, and God's giving you the go-ahead to do what's upright here with your family. But if you got some people that have done something within that family ordeal, whatever the situation, whether it went to court or anything else, you got a couple of people that are really got a lot of anxiety about a forgiveness situation. Okay? Anyway, there's a congressman or a congresswoman out here. Well, we have the emperor out here, so whoever sits up in the big place. It's out here. We have the letter N specifically. The letter N is out here twice then, because the temperance card is also that as well. Changed forever. Okay, this big stuff then. You talk about, so if those of you are dealing with something that's taking place with legal matters, this is a life-changing event. God said last night and today, again, reiterated, you got 24 hours to get something done, because there was murder and bloodshed and blood guilt and stuff like that was really strong coming out on some stuff that's taking place. And so he said whichever way somebody was going to do something within that, what was the name of that reading? Serial killer reading. If you missed that, it was God was just pounding it on that reading. It's in the community section of this channel. Something huge was going to take place, in whatever direction people decided to do in that next 24 hours, it was still going to change something in a great big way, whether it was going to be positive or negative on the situation. Something has changed forever in something out here. It's huge energy, positive or negative. There's the bribery, and this will change you forever. God says it blinds you and it perverts your way. And again, the veil can take you to a perversion, and you don't see correctly behind a veil. And there's a bunch of money out here attached to some things. And the money's all shiny. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul has come out like 2 or 3 times in the last couple of days. And so God tried to tell you something before it happens. This will change you forever. It will sear you, make you perverted, it'll make you twice dead. Meaning you can still, you're karmic. Your soul's out of you. God brought the word separation out today. And God says, my truth is sharper than any two-edged sword, dividing even the soul and the spirit, even precisely as the bone and the marrow. And he did bring out bone and marrow energy out today as well. So we see that type of terminology. God's not messing around spiritually with that. Somebody talk about you're severed from God Almighty for eternity. The letter N takes you back to can't have a meaning of eternity. And so something's up here. If you're weighing pros and cons about all this money that somebody's like, hey, need you to do something for me, baby. And it's real sweet. It's time for me to talk again. Here I am. It's going to change something forever in a really big way, even to your soul area. If it already did, then you're dealing with the lunatic out here, and they don't give a rip, because God said the seed of Satan was out here today. Forensics. Okay, we got death matter right here. Again, murderers everywhere. Okay, it says forensic evidence found. Look, Congress. It's out here twice. It came out here twice, wherever it went. A congressman or a congresswoman, they're out here. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. Yehovah Elohim, he is the only one that we need to know, regardless who's trying to do what. You just need to stay fast in the truth. and keep your soul, regardless what kind of temptations around you. We got the hour of temptation in the earth, all over the earth, and you want to resist this nonsense. Okay, so it's big stuff coming out here. Okay, time's up on something. All right, well, there's judgment. There's harsh judgment coming to somebody. Jehovah says that there's a stalker around. The angels are here to help. So this also came out today. There is a stalker around because we're dealing with the seed of Satan. There's nasty stuff out here, folks, going on. Unacceptable around you, or you're involved in it, or you're going back and forth whether you should or not, because this money looks good. It ain't that good. Jehovah's our treasure. He's our exceeding great reward. What's yours is yours, and nobody has a right to take it. Even though they're trying to oppress you, we stand our ground in the truth, and we push the devil back and say, I don't think so. Just like my situation, you're not gonna throw me out on the street. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but by God, I declare and decree somebody will come through and do some stuff, and you need to stand your ground spiritually the same way, folks. We will not be pushed around in any perverseness. There's murder here. Time's up, man. Who wants your kind in the earth? So the letter L is out here, and the letter F, Florida, is out here. So something's going on with Congress people with Florida. I don't know. The fall, and we are in the fall season as well. Somebody gonna be able to laugh. If God is in you, then there's strength within that. This is water, and we got a body of water. Like I said, it was really big in the Instagram reading. It came out in wording and stuff, and it was showing the boat there and stuff. And then the other card came out, had a meaning of water as well, and said, so does the rune here. So this is an embarrassment and a perplexity on something that's going on. Well, people are get over it. I mean, my God, you mean you're going to degrade yourself to be some type of crazy? Just because I'm embarrassed? That's called pride. And you and I have been embarrassed some stupid things that we've all done, but we better humble ourselves so that God can lift us up, right? Or somebody didn't. It's crazy out here. It's going to change something forever, your whole life. Anyway, but you can do whatever you want. That's the route that you feel. You're never going to say, Shannon, you should have told me, because your blood's going to be off my hands. I'm going to warn the wicked. You don't want to turn and live eternally, then okay, see you later. I won't see you later. I just know where you're going. That's dumb. The letter L is out here, and the letter F is something that's going to be unfolding for you all in the next 24 hours. This tells people to trust. That's all that you and I can do, is trust in the Most High God. This is your children, and there is somebody in the reverse here attached to going on abominable. Is somebody using their kids? I guess so. Or, to bribing their kids to do something, or to get up on the stand, or whatever it is. If somebody's doing something sexual to a kid out here, you're nasty. You're freaking a freak. And that is perverted. And we know that crap's going on in the earth as well. It's nasty. It's a pervert out here then. What else is it? Fraud issues. And there's a lot of it. And so again, somebody's thieved really hard out here. Or these three little mice have. Okay. So the N is out here a couple different times. The L is out here a couple times. The D, the letter J, the letter F is also out here. That's all that came out. Okay. And so whoever's doing what, and you got decisions to make, please make the correct one, because it's going to change forever in your life. Thank you all for helping me if you can. It's important. Like, please don't delay. Please. I need help right now. Shalom.